Hey CCB, wanted to just say hello and give you an update. It's March 25th, and it's been over like a week already where we've been often stuck in our homes or going to work under very different circumstances. I wanted to encourage you that we are continuing to try to stay connected through online, through tools like Zoom, through regular worship in our online streaming format. Office hours have been a pleasure for me. I've been able to meet with a lot of different members and people to check in and just say hello through that. So I'd encourage you to pop in and say hi. You might see some other people in there. Sometimes there's 2 or 3 people in there at a time, so it's kind of fun. We are continuing to have prayer meetings on Tuesday nights and Friday nights. And you can just check in on Zoom for that. And we spend about 30 to 45 minutes just praying for various subjects. Healthcare workers, and praying for the sick, and praying for those who are financially impacted by this whole thing. So these are refreshing times. I found it very encouraging to be able to do that with our elder and other members of CCB. Wanted to give you just some tips if you're joining us for our live stream worship on Sundays. It's a very new thing for a lot of us. So here are just some ways that you might be able to take advantage of the live stream and be more fully present during the stream itself. Some things we would recommend you to do. Number one, get out of bed and get dressed. It's good in some ways just to be in the right mindset for worship by kind of getting out of the pajamas and cleaning the crust out of your face and getting into a posture that's appropriate for worship. So be seated, sit up straight, and be ready to watch. Go through your normal Sunday routines, meaning if there's a certain time you wake up, if you have breakfast, whatever you might normally do to precede the Lord's Day worship. Go ahead and do that too. If you need to feed your kids, if you need to get some things ready before being fully present during the worship time, try to get those things done. And luckily, we meet at 1 o'clock, so it's pretty easy to get that done usually for the beginning of the day. Third, we encourage you, if you're with other people, if you're with roommates or family members, gather as a family. You don't want to have people watching separate screens in separate rooms, but instead, if there's 2 people in your house or 3 people, gather together and make that a joint thing. If there's prayer time, do it together. If there's confession time, do it out loud with one another. Do it together as a family or as a household as you can. Fourth, you want to stream on the largest screen you have possible. So there are multiple ways to stream things from your phone to your television, or a lot of new televisions just have direct access to YouTube and other platforms like that. So phone and those kind of things are convenient, but it's actually nice to be able to have the largest screen you can to kind of immerse yourself. So find the largest screen you can. Fifth, sing out loud and pray out loud, meaning it is weird to sing maybe by yourself with just maybe 1 or 2 people inside your home, but it's equally weird for your praise leader to lead an empty room and for me to preach into an empty room. But it does help. Sing out loud and sing with your voice so that you can hear it. Sixth, preach with the preacher. That means you can actually nod, say amen, clap. If you're feeling really bold, you could text me during the middle of the sermon. But you want to try to do as much as you can to make your home a sanctuary. This is all advice I received from a friend who had kind of like a Facebook post that I was like, that's really good advice. We'd encourage you as much as possible to try to be connected during the time of worship. And we know in a lot of ways, the assembly of God's people, the gathering of the church, the ecclesia, is not really much of a gathering if we can't gather much together. And this is kind of a temporary measure, we hope. It will be a temporary measure, but we don't know how long it's going to be. And it's the best we can do under the current provisions that we're in. So we encourage you to take full advantage of it as you can, and be prayerful for God to move quickly to relieve our nation, relieve our state and our city, so that we can continue to do the work of ministry and the mission we've been given. We look forward to seeing you guys online and in other ways. Again, if you guys need anything, just contact us, and we're praying for you during all this time. We hope that you'll do the same for us as leaders and for one another as a congregation. All right, love you guys. Talk to you next time.